every morning as we explore life, as we take thoughts, because we understand that thoughts create. Remember that thoughts become things. Everything starts with a thought. And so we come together every day and we explore thoughts. We question everything because it's through questioning that we get greater levels of awareness. We get greater levels of how to live our life. And questioning is the key to life. It's not accepting everything as is. It's questioning to become more aware. And so today I want to talk about one of my go-to practices, and that is breathing. And you're saying, Lee, breathing? Jesus, man, everyone breathes. No, it's conscious breathing. And it's because breath is life. And if you really look around and you examine and watch people breathe, you'll see how they breathe very shallow. You'll see how people are not doing deep breathing and how people tire very easily. And what I have found is that deep breathing is one of the keys to life. I'm a particular fan of Wim Hof. I love Wim Hof's breathing technique. I've been doing it now for a year. Every morning, sometimes twice a day. I'm not only doing it 3 rounds, I'm now up to 5 rounds a day. And I found that the breathing, when I was in the hospital in the middle of the night and middle of the night and I couldn't sleep, I went right to breathing and it brought me peace. And here's the reason why. When you're consciously breathing in and breathing out, you can't think about anything else. Do you get that? When you're thoroughly focused on your breath, you're breathing in, your thoughts stop because you're focusing your mind on the breath. So not only are you breathing in life-giving oxygen, expanding your lungs, sending that energy of oxygen, which rejuvenates the body, which heals the body, because, science will tell you that an oxygenated body, cancer cannot grow in. Did you just hear that? Cancer cannot grow in an oxygenated body. When your body is oxygenated, it allows itself to come back into a state of homeostasis. And in homeostasis, guess what? Disease doesn't exist. So there's so many simple things that can bring health, bring peace, bring all of these things we want into our lives. And we're out there and we're looking for the complex ones. Hey, Lee, tell me something really complex that I can do. Hey, here it is. Breathe. Get a breathing routine. I'd highly recommend going into YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube, you can do it. Just find Wim Hof, W-I-M-H-O-F. Do his breathing technique, 3 rounds. Do the one that's 11 minutes exactly, because it's a little slower one. That's one that allow you to move into it. But do it every day and watch how your body and your mind respond. Don't believe me. Never believe me, in fact. Test everything out for yourself and find out, how does it work for you? And if it works for you, now you've got reason to keep doing it. I have found that this deep breathing heals me so quickly. It brings me back into a state of balance. And I like being in balance because guess what, gang? The key to a life that's without extreme stress, without extremes, is a balanced life. It's when we're out of balance that things go awry. That was really indicated to me after I had my first hip surgery in August. I mean, for whatever the reason, my left leg was shorter than my right leg, and I was out of balance. And that out of balance affected everything, how I felt, everything. Now that I just had my surgery on Monday, I'm in balance. Man, I haven't walked this good. I'm only, what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days after surgery. I had to use my fingers. 3 days after surgery, and I'm walking better than I did after 4 weeks of recovery after the first surgery. And here's a key thing, less pain. Why? I'm in balance. See, balance applies to just about any area of life. How your body is, your length of your legs, length of your arms, the length of your spine. Is your spine in alignment? Is your eating in balance? Is your drinking in balance? Is your breathing in balance? Are your thoughts in balance? Do you see that life is always in balance? It is. Whether you want to believe it or not, our lives are always in balance. It's the perspective that we have that stops us from seeing it. And when we don't have the perspective of seeing life in balance, that's when we get miserable. That's when all the negative things start popping into our mind, because we don't see that in any moment there's yin and there's yang. There's always balance, because the universe cannot exist without balance. It's a matter of awareness. And that, my friends, is the one single practice that if you were going to put your life into to have the most extraordinary life experience, it's about becoming aware. When you're aware, you are powerful. You are a creator. You are a responder and no longer a reactor. And I think that's the key to life. And that's what we teach at Agape. We teach practical spiritual tools that support how to better self-love through conscious living. Conscious living is what? Awareness. Doesn't get any simpler than that. So if you're looking for teachings that are really complex, well, you found the wrong guy. I'm a simple guy. I find those things that practically work, and I use them, I teach them, and I model them to the best of my ability so that others might find the joy, the good, the balance that I've found. Because I think that's what we're looking for right now in this time, where there's more contrast, extreme contrast than I've ever witnessed in my life. You don't have to be a part of it. Or better yet, you don't have to be affected by it, because you keep yourself in balance. So today, go try Wim. Do some deep breathing with him. Hey, and if you're really interested, go to agapecsl.com, click on the calendar, and join me at 7 a.m. Central Time and do meditation with me and the group of people. We do it every morning. Every morning. So if you want to start building a meditation practice, hey, join us. It'll give you, there's power in doing it with a group. And in our meditation practice, guess what? A third of it is about deep breathing. A third of it is about a mantra. A third of it is being in silence. That's how I see life. And so you have an invitation. You can do Wim on your own. You can join me in the mornings, or you can do nothing. It doesn't matter. It's your life. You choose. Susan, thank you for the lovely comment. She says, you're so full of life force as always. Rev, you are total inspirational. Thank you. Well, you're welcome from Saskatchewan, Canada. I love that. We got Sunrise, Florida. Yeah, Steve, thank you so much. And Brandon, thank you. And John. Yeah, you can tell my energy's back. In fact, I'm bored. Bored, why? Because I want to do things physically, but I can't yet. I have to let my body catch up to my mind. I got to let my body heal. That's awareness. Because sometimes you can go too fast. And I've been known to be an overachiever, if you would say. But I want you to know, if you need my support, all you got to do is ask. Because if you don't ask, no one will ever know you want something. It's one of the key things I teach in any relationship. Ask for what you want when you want it, because your partner or whoever you're with cannot read your mind. Hey, breathe deeply, breathe often, breathe consciously. And if no one tells you it today, no, I love you just the way you are. You're perfect. Until tomorrow, have a great day.